what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We had another crazy day in the markets. The S&P 500 finished down a little over 1%. We have AMC stock coming back out of nowhere with closing up around 7% on the day. Overall, we have a lot to talk about regarding news and good plays for tomorrow. But before we get into that, let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below so we can look at them in the next video. Let us know in the comments down below. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. But Tom, what happened in the market today?
Yeah, there's actually been a lot of big news coming out of Congress with the funding bill and everything like that going on right now. And the Senate and House actually passed this funding bill that will fund the government through December 3rd, sending it to Joe Biden's desk. So he just has to sign it and then it will go into action, which is nice to see. But there is another problem going through Congress right now, which is the debt ceiling. You know, that everyone's talking about a potential default with the U.S. Treasuries right now. And if we do see that happen, it'll be pretty bad. But Congress is looking at raising or suspending the debt ceiling in order to go ahead and mitigate this problem. And I know, like, Janet Yellen came out. She said that she's for getting rid of the debt ceiling. And, you know, it's a pretty big thing. I know Republicans don't want to get rid of that. But if Congress can pass that, you know, that'll be a good thing, at least to keep the market going pretty well for the next couple months. And if we do end up having that default, obviously it would be bad. So I would expect something to get passed and something to maybe change so that that would not happen.
For sure, for sure. So either way, we have a lot of uncertainty, a lot of volatility in the markets right now. We can see for the most part, the market just like kind of slowly fell throughout the day. And it definitely had a pretty wild close with a lot of selling pressure coming in. So definitely keep that on your radar. And then guys, if you're looking to play stocks that rise when the market falls, take a look at VXX, UVXY, and SPXS. These three ETFs normally rise when the market falls. So definitely keep those ones on your radar. But Tom, AMC is back out of nowhere. What's going on?
Yeah, they popped up today. There's actually a lot of good news with them coming out of Twitter. Hashtag apes not leaving was trending on Twitter today. And that's pretty good to see. But either way, I mean, all these hype stocks ended up coming back. AMC, like you said, they were up at 10% at one point, ended up closing up 7% today. We have GME actually rising today. They ended up closing down 0.26%, but you can see how good of a recovery they had towards the end of the day as AMC rose. We had BlackBerry kind of rise up too. And overall, these stocks are just having great moves back to the upside. But it looks like AMC is just catching a lot of attention on Twitter. And, you know, AMC has been really falling off lately. If we look at the daily chart, it started to really fall down from that $50 resistance all the way back down to that $33 support. And, you know, we just got a nice pop off support today. And I really hope that the people can kind of get back in here, and hopefully Wall Street Bets gets back behind AMC, because if we could get a nice hype stock pumping again, that would be awesome.
You know it. Like, over the past couple months, the biggest problem with like the Wall Street Bets crowd is, instead of just like focusing on 1 to 2 stocks, they have a brand new hype stock every single day. So if we can see like a consolidation of like, I mean, I guess you can say power, or just like if they just focus on 1 or 2 stocks, their movement would be so much better than, you know, just these 1 to 2 day pops and, you know, this brand new penny stock every day.
Yeah, for sure. And looking at AMC, hopefully today was the turnaround for it. And we can see in the past, generally, whenever it gets a huge green day like this, sometimes it does have continuations after that. So definitely watch for this tomorrow. And another interesting thing is, a lot of people love to buy up AMC whenever the market falls. And, you know, the market started falling today as Congress passed that funding bill. And as we see how the market's going down, AMC had a nice rip up. So hopefully, you know, this can kind of help AMC for the next couple of days, as people might get out of some of these longer term plays, and maybe the masses will start throwing their money back into AMC.
You know it. And then what's going on with General Motors and Ford? I saw some pretty big news with those two.
Yeah, CNBC reported that U.S. auto sales are forecasted to plummet in the third quarter as the chip shortages are still plaguing the industry. And, you know, we've seen GM and Ford both come out and talk about how the chip shortages were going to definitely hurt their companies here at the end of this year. And it looks like that is the case. Apparently, Edmunds is expecting General Motors and Ford to have the largest third quarter sales declines out of all the other car manufacturers at 31.5% for General Motors, and a 29.3% decline for Ford. That's pretty bad to see. And also, they're just expecting vehicle sales from July through September to just drop from last year anyways, down between 13 and 14%. So it's just a bunch of weird numbers. But either way, the chip shortage is really hurting these car manufacturers. And as we can see, Ford is starting to turn over here on the daily chart. We're getting some red coming in. Same thing with General Motors. And, we just had some bad red moves for the past couple months to the downside on this same type of news. So hopefully this can turn back around and they can start to go back up. And I know that Ford's CEO came out just earlier this week or last week and had some pretty good news for the future. So hopefully they can end up getting back up there.
You know it. So lots of interesting movement going on right now, especially out of AMC. I'm not going to lie. I was actually very surprised to see this, just explosion out of nowhere. And, I'll say it's just been on like a slow and steady drop for the past couple weeks. And, this uptrend really came out of nowhere and it happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, it did. It hit like right off that $33, $34 support and then just came right back to the upside. It didn't really leave too much room for error here. It started breaking that daily low of yesterday and then just continued to sell off. And then I don't know what really made it turn around. I guess it was trending on that thing, hashtag apes not leaving, trending on Twitter. But either way, I mean, that's a great thing to see that it popped back up like this. And look at the volume bars here on the blue volume here. You can see how much volume was coming back into AMC with some of these 5-minute candles holding like 6 million volume and stuff.
You know it. So let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. And with the first one, we have RUN to the upside.
Yep. And with RUN, go ahead and make them break out above 44.50.
All right. And then with the next one, we have Apple to the downside.
AAPL, go ahead and make them break below the low of today, right at 141.28.
All right. And then with the next one, we have Microsoft also to the downside.
Yeah, that SPY just keeps making all these tech stocks fall, but go ahead and make them fall below 281.60. If they fall below that before pre-market, then make them fall below 281.50.
Good stuff. So we're watching RUN for a potential day trade to the upside tomorrow, and then Apple and Microsoft for potential day trades to the downside tomorrow, but only if they break the levels Tom listed. But Tom, we have to showcase the bot play from today. It called out Bank of America put options. It called out the 43 strike puts for October 8th, around $92 each, and they ran all the way up to $118 each a couple hours later for over a 25% pop. If you guys want to try out the bot, you can cancel it anytime. It's going to be that first link in the description and the comments down below. Daily options, swing trades, day trades, order flow bots. You can chat with Tom and myself all day long. It's truly a great community. And if you just want to try it out for 1 month, you can cancel it anytime. Again, it'll be that first link in the description and the comments down below. I really recommend trying it out, even if it's only for 1 month. So definitely check it out. And then let's highlight our member of the day today, which is Keep Learning. So huge shout out, Keep Learning. He's been super active in the chat and he's making a ton of improvement and he's been super positive. So huge shout out to Keep Learning. Keep up all of the great trades. And then Tom, let's get right into these comments from the previous video. And we have Jim saying purchased Leap calls on Edit. So EDIT. Then he asked about our opinion. So what do you think?
Honestly, the chart's just not looking too good for me right now. I'm glad that he bought the Leaps though yesterday after that big drop down. I'm glad he did not get them whenever they were up around that $60 a share area. That would have been pretty scary up there, but I think it's decent to buy them on the drop. It's just, they had a big drop to the downside. I don't know anything about them fundamentally. It sounds like there's some type of healthcare / medicine company. So maybe they have something good going for them, but it's just not the stock for me.
Yeah, so they are a biotech company. Honestly, I don't follow them too much. Their chart isn't looking the best. It's not looking bad though. It's just not really a play for me. It doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it's bad. I just don't really follow it. But either way, it is really good that he bought time. So that's awesome to see. Then we have L saying open looks to be coiling up. How does this look to you guys? So OPEN, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it actually looks pretty good, Mike. I think it might be coiling back up as well. It had 2 consolidation days right there, 2 red days come in, and today was a nice turnaround day, and we ended up 2.8%, and that was just a pretty good recovery. At open, this stock kind of dropped down to lows and it just had a nice move back. So I think it looks pretty good personally. The max daily looks like it's really turning around and it's moving a lot off that $15 support down there. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of a setup kind of like N phase or almost like RUN or one of those type of recovery plays.
Yeah, I actually like this one as well. I feel like it has a lot of potential to pop over the next couple months. And then we have George saying, right now I'm looking into SPCE. They just got cleared to fly following conclusion of the FAA inquiry. Also, still looking at MMAT, expecting it to do something a bit more interesting anytime soon. So, looking at SPCE, they had an amazing day, up over 12%, and they're popping off. So, it's definitely a potential short-term play.
Yeah, and these guys love to move off of good news. And we can see in the past, they've had huge rips to the upside whenever they were having their launches and stuff. And now that they're cleared to have more launches, that could make for some awesome news for them, possibly in the future. And I heard even like Elon Musk had bought a ticket to take a ride on Virgin Galactic's space flight thing. So that's a pretty cool thing to hear. And I hope that eventually that can end up happening because I feel like that'll draw a lot of publicity if that really does happen.
And then he also mentioned MMAT, which has been slowly creeping up over like the past couple months or so. And I feel like this one can at least touch like $8 if it gets some good momentum with it.
Yeah, I do too. And like you said, the daily's been moving up pretty well. And I really like how it turned around today at the end of the day. We saw the SPY start to really sell off today towards market close, but MMAT actually came right back up. And I feel like that since AMC and a lot of these hype stocks did pretty good, it might be setting MMAT up for a nice move over the next couple of days.
Good stuff. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below so we can cover them in the next video. But Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you are watching for tomorrow?
I'm really eyeing up a cool stock, and I know lots of people love this stock. It's AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. They actually had a great deal with Google this morning where they're going to be using their EPIC processors for some of Google's cloud-based systems. And that sounds like a pretty good deal for AMD. They bounced right off that $100 support yesterday, and they had a really nice move up today at market close, and they're consolidating right on the 1000 SMA. If they can get a good breakout up above 104.50, which was right around the high of today, I really think that AMD has a lot of potential, especially after that deal with Google and that bounce off the 100 support. That's just two great deals happening at one time. And really watch out for this one. We saw AMD rip back to the upside today, along with NVIDIA. Even though the SPY kept falling down, we really saw these two stocks come back.
Love to see it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. Daily option swing trades, day trades, and access to a great community. I highly recommend checking it out. Even if it's only for 1 month, you can cancel at any time. Then come join Tom and myself live every single day at Market Open on the Stocked Up Live YouTube channel. The link for that will be in the description down below. Other than that, thanks for watching.